We're celebrating 70 years of Fender and actually 20 years of guitar. Let's take a look at these new limited edition American Pro 2 Thinline Stratocasters. Not only are Fender celebrating their 70th year, and certainly we are celebrating with them, with it being our 20-year anniversary in 2024, this also marks 4 years since the launch of the American Pro 2 range, which could be considered the American standard range if you want to, look back to the way that they used to consider them, and certainly the second iteration of the American Pro that was released quite a few years ago now as well. Funnily enough, that was one of my very first videos that I did with guitar. And if you do want a much more in-depth, and albeit a little bit kind of older, well, not an older video, but a younger looking me, we did a video on that where I go into much more detail on the Stratocasters and the Telecasters. But as I mentioned, I want to talk about these brand new limited edition Thinline versions of the American Pro 2. The links for these guitars will be in the description below, along with the equipment that we used for today's demo. So let's just dive right in. These guitars very much share a lot of the same spec as your standard American Pro 2 that you can go in and pick up from any guitar these days. Obviously, there's a couple of differences with them as well. The first major one being that these are Thinline, meaning that the Stratocaster body here is actually chambered, and it's kind of just up at this top horn here as well, which I was very impressed when I saw this, even just because of the fact that you still have the body contour on the back there. So that F-hole in there, you can actually see, probably won't be able to see it on the camera, but it's actually to the exact shape of the body, which just, it's quite a novel thing, especially when you are looking at F-holes with maybe like a 335 or something, or if you're just used to that kind of body. To very quickly run down some of the features of this guitar. One of the biggest differences in terms of the specifications for it is that these are actually made out of ash as opposed to alder, which you can get with the standard American Pro 2. There is an ash version, and I think it's with the roasted ash. Oh, there's a pine, sorry, that's what it is, which is not going to be ash there as well. But this is more of a kind of a callback to sort of your first few Stratocasters that were coming out, because they were using ash on those. So in all honesty, Strat's a Strat. It's always going to have that super sort of iconic Strat tone, which we'll go over in the video certainly. A couple of other features as well, and these are just more highlights of the American Pro 2s, is the deep sea neck that is on here, which is not like deep sea as in swimming, it's in deep sea as in the shape deep sea, if you didn't already know that. But it's got this lovely satin feel to it, which, there's absolutely no stickiness with that whatsoever. Rolled fingerboard edges as well, so it's going to feel amazing. And with these Thinline versions, they do come with rosewood boards as well. So if you're into that, then you're absolutely in luck. The colours that I've got with me today is this transparent Daphne blue and a transparent shell pink. Now there's another two that you can get as well. You can get a transparent, it's a green version, surf green, that's the one there. I was thinking that, or it was seafoam green, but it's surf green because it's kind of matching in with these aesthetics of these colours. And you can also get a white blonde as well, which, just due to it being still quite a sort of transparent colour as well, you can still see a little bit of the wood grain through it as well, which I think is a really nice addition to these guitars. It just makes them look super cool. Along the additional two colours as well, there is a Telecaster option in this as well. Unfortunately, I didn't have it with me today, but just know that they share all the same features as the American 2 counterparts as well. So if you do just want a Thinline Tele, then you're in luck because you can get one of them now. But we're talking about the pickups in these guitars as well. They share exactly the same as the other American Pro 2s, with them being the V-Mod 2 pickups in there. This obviously being an SSS configuration, but there's a little cool addition that you can get with these guitars, with the addition of a push-push on the tone knob there. What that does essentially is it brings your neck pickup in on any position other than obviously your 4 and your 5 because you're already using neck at that point. But let's quickly just check out these pickups on a clean signal here, and then I'll bring in that neck pickup on the other positions after, just so you can hear exactly what's going on. So a couple of cool additions of sounds with that push-push there to add in the neck single to all of the positions. I think it just makes these guitars a lot more flexible, and certainly that kind of bridge pickup sound with the neck pickup active as well. It's kind of giving you reminiscent of like a kind of telly-tone there, and certainly for anybody who's maybe not super keen on just a bridge single coil by itself, that just gives you obviously that extra addition to get another sound out of it. So let's hear this with another range of tones. I'm just going to go through a bunch of tones on the pedal board here, just see exactly what this guitar can do, and I'll swap over to that blue one as well to give that a little play just so you can see it in the nice lights. So that was just a couple of examples of what these brand new Thinline American Pro 2 models can do. As I said, there is a tele variation of this as well, so I think as soon as I get my hands on them, I'll certainly do a video on that. Just keep a wee eye on them. But let me know what you think about these brand new additions to the American Pro 2 line in the comments below. Are you excited to see this sort of Thinline option appear? You should definitely give them a try, by the way, because they sound and feel amazing. But until next time, I've been Kieran, and these have been the brand new limited edition American Pro 2 Thinline Stratocasters. Have a great day.